tried to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
So that's two now without reply.
Oh, shooting chance! He has done it! And they are dragging it back! Game on again!
And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Oh, we have a very...
He's had a shot! And it's hit the woodwork and out!
Oh, he hit that sweetly.
Oh, that's a cracking try. Good technique to keep it low, too.
Well, the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence. That's a throw. BOTAFOGO
are still behind as we reach out for half-time.
Oh, good-looking ball. Out to the left it goes. Michael.
Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Now it's Pelé.
And he's on... It's Pelé!
Well, now it's a race for the ball.
Oh, he's been caught napping. And the shot! Oh, great save by Dida. And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Dida breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Cruyff.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Roberto Carlos.
Looking tidy in possession here. Messi.
And the shot! He scores!
2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now.
Well, how's that for a class finish?
Ah, that's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
And he's done it again. He's got his second.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
You can certainly sense a real change of mood here.
And we've reached half-time.
Lamentamos informar que temos previsão de trânsito intenso após o término da partida.
Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
Shapes to shoot!
And that would have been some goal.
He's the one player you want on the ball running at defences, and that's precisely why.
And he thumps it clear.
Has a shot!
And now they can spring out of defence. Pelé couldn't quite force his way through this time, but boy, he had a go at it.
Oh, look, his determination needed to be greater than the obstacle he was faced with, and it wasn't.
Looking for a runner, and he cuts out the supply.
And that's put paid to a promising move.
Bellingham given the lift of his goal.
And it's Cruyff.
Cruyff going face-to-face with his great rival.
Shot, surely! Denied by an instinctive save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played. Well, the way this game is offering less possession, they'll need to have a very good conversion rate.
He's picked his way through. Can he get on the end of this?
Roberto Carlos.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Takes a shot! He's done very well to get to that.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Can he get it through? And this is Pele! Hangs in across.
Well, not the worst attempt. A little technical tweak should help the quality.
Bellingham wins the duel this time. Not the most accurate pass. Pepe.
That's been cut out, well played.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Puskas. Puskas, who's steaming forward. Baresi gets a foot in here. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Zanetti gets into a good position. Messi, very much a man of this moment. Messi charging forward, the ball at his feet. Botafogo can breathe again, just.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
Messi! Oh, that was no routine save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
So, third corner of the game. Defending of the desperate variety. Botafogo have the chance to go the other way. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Now, he's got space here. And this is Dembele. Howson. That has not gone well. Messi.
He's going for goal! And that would have been game, set and match.
Well, he was a bit complacent there, I thought, Peter. Maybe he thinks the game is already won.
Now it's Platini.
There's the shot! Yes! And they are pulling clear here. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
It's starting to look like a done deal now. Threads one in. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? That pass isn't the best. And it's Messi. Messi purring through.
And Messi! He's scored! Results no longer in doubt. It's just about how many.
Gorgeous, just gorgeous.
Oh, how does he get the ball to do that? He's on another level to most of his peers.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
Well, he's been on a crusade, and his first goal seemed to just whet the appetite.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Now it's Platini.
Tries a shot!
It's a loop. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Puskas. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Gives it.
And that's that.
BOTAFOGO
suffer a humiliating defeat, and if that weren't painful enough, there's all the analysis and scrutiny to come. It was a poor show all round. Your final thoughts, Jim? Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. There's the whistle. Oliver Kahn, a huge man with a huge presence and a big, big voice in the game.
And big in intensity too, such a fierce competitor. Put a foot wrong and he'll be sure to let you know about it.
Well, he just commands respect, doesn't he? Respect off everyone, teammate and opponent alike.
Yeah, and he'll be setting the highest of standards out there and he expects them to be met. No rest for that defence.
Knocks it into space. Palmeiras have the chance to go the other way. Now it's Pelé. And he's really put himself on the line here. This is their second corner of the game. That has been knocked clear. Struck first time.
And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping. Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
So, third corner of the game.
Takes a shot!
An attempt which, in hindsight, was probably just beyond him.
Oh, he's usually such a good finisher.
Adriano, and this is Paulette, crossing, and that has been cleared.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
He's having a shot!
That's a half-decent try. Palmeiras have their second corner now. Brilliantly cut out. He can get that clear. Nicely aimed pass. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And that pass just didn't quite work.
And the counter is on.
I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Bellingham. No goals as yet. Now, can they get him away? Cross to the back post. Gattuso with the clearance. Adriano, who needs just a moment to score a goal. It's come to nothing. Seedorf. Now Gattuso.
And here's Ibrahimovic.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Now it's Pelé. Maldini. Gattuso. That has not gone well. Zanetti. Puskas. Oh, this is a terrific run. Looking to play him in. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. Adriano. Tries to play it through. No, that's been intercepted. Seedorf. Cannavaro. Pass somewhat off target. Always onto this. It's Pele!
Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Too much pressure, and he's lost the ball. It's a pretty loose pass. Bellingham. Puskás, and he's worked it through. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
BOTAFOGO clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
That's an imaginative pass. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Rijkaard is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Now it's Roberto Carlos. Roberto Carlos. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
Pele! Goal! BOTAFOGO!
Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Aos 40 minutos do primeiro tempo pelo jogador, camisa 14.
BOTAFOGO are in front now, the game's only goal.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Not the most accurate pass. Now who's going to be first to this? Now it's Puskás. Oh, that's a key interception. The only breakthrough then came late in the first half here, and that is the difference. And the score is 1-0. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Foram
That was
indicados 2
good
minutos de
alertness.
acréscimo.
That's really well manoeuvred. Wriggles his way through, and he's away. Pele. Oh, he's got a sight of goal.
There's the shot! It's in! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye.
That is so good. And that'll be the final action of the first half. Some first half thoughts?
BOTAFOGO clearly have plenty of cause to be happy, Peter, but they'll need to resist the temptation to just sit on the lead second half. The opposition will be doing their utmost to try and get back into this, so they have to be alert.
BOTAFOGO in control at half-time, 2-0.
Senhoras e senhores, pedimos que levem todo o lixo até as lixeiras posicionadas ao lado dos portões de entrada. Agradecemos a colaboração. Substituição em andamento.
Whistle goes, and we start the second half. And it's Bale. He was under real pressure there. Khan gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Bellingham puts his foot on the gas, aimed beyond the defence. Gattuso cuts out the pass. Now it's Bale. That's a sharp pass, and that's been intercepted. Hullet. Del Piero. Great vision. Now it's Puskás, and this is Pele. He's found the way through.
Oh, shooting chance!
Oh, surely that deserved better.
Oh, it's very good running, that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
Seedorf. Right, Shevchenko. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Can he get it through? Shot a goal!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And it's Hullet. Beckenbauer does well to get it back. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Bellingham, who does have an assist to his name. And here's Roberto Carlos. And there's green grass ahead of him. Oh, what a climb! Relentless! Just relentless! And with that, he takes home the match ball. It was wonderfully efficient.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
Well, he's been on a crusade, and his first goal seemed to just whet the appetite.
BOTAFOGO find a position of real strength now. Real chance! Corner number 3 coming up. Hullet. Maldini. And it's Gattuso. Del Piero. Maldini. Oh, such a clever touch. Zanetti did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Cross into the box. And he's only too happy to take that back. He's a sharp little ball here.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Roberto Carlos got a long way forward to join the attack.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Seedorf. Well, that pass isn't the best. Gattuso. And he's intervened well there. That has ended up in no man's land. And this is Shevchenko. Takes on his marker. Zanetti in acres of space out wide. BOTAFOGO are almost home and dry now. Rijkaard. Kahn. Beckenbauer. Howson. Roberto Carlos. And it's Pirlo. Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. Rijkaard. Beckenbauer. Howson. Pirlo. Beckenbauer. And it's Rijkaard. Ball played for Rijkaard. Well, that is one way to stop him. Roberto Carlos. Seedorf simply refused to be outdone there. Rijkaard.
Minuto de acréscimo.
Not too much to add on here, just a minute. Beckenbauer. And the referee brings it to a close. BOTAFOGO can look back on a nigh-on perfect performance here. A super contest in which they swept their opponents aside ruthlessly. Pelé reflecting on a stellar performance and now taking home a permanent reminder for his mantelpiece.
How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
BOTAFOGO definitely impressing me here, especially the way that attack clicked. Whether it was link-up play, running in behind, this has just been a great day at the office.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now.
Brasil e Botafogo.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it.
And that gets things running. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, Peter, I really like this lad, Jules Koundé, a lot. He isn't the biggest, but he's known for having a big character that makes up for that. He's brilliant in boxes, and he can outmuscle opponents that are much bigger than him.
He's got tall. That needed to be better, and he knows it.
That's good play. Plenty of targets in the penalty area and plenty of movement too.
Gets a good foot in there. Foot in. Now it's Messi. Massaro. So nearly the perfect ball. Pirlo. Vieira pulls off an exemplary piece of defending. Now Howson. Massaro. And this is Messi. Bellingham. Cruyff. Now it's Cruyff. He's a sharp little ball here. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
It's a pretty loose pass. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Pirlo. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days. All part of a forward's duties.
Botafogo are seeing more of the ball, but still aren't carrying much goal threat. Puskás powering forward here. Lovely bit of skill. Big chance! Ball's over the line, and it is a corner. And we have our very first corner. Brazil have the chance to go the other way. And here's Cruyff. And Cruyff! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Corner number 2 then. And now a sudden chance to counter. And it's Cruyff. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Parla. Now they could break here. Oh, super find. Shot could be on the finish! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And the shot! Botafogo are looking to go forward now. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Bellingham. Cruyff. And this is Pelé. And this is Puskás. That has not gone well.
it's Messi. Messi, good purposeful running this.
De Jong!
It's a loose ball.
Oh, he's been caught on it here.
Puskás conjures time and space where few can. Good ball, good take. Still waiting for the first breakthrough, but not for the want of trying. Parla. Some really good ball movement. Now it's Cruyff. Araujo too strong for his opponent there.
A heavy challenge.
Roberto Carlos. Pirlo. Puskás. Ambitious ball here. De Jong. Parla. Parla goes steaming forward.
And Messi!
Same again, same outcome.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get their reward if they can stick at this.
Parla picks it up from the goal kick. Pirlo. Over to the left. Pelé. Oh, good ball. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. So there was the first half.
A very entertaining half, Peter. The game's being played at a really good intensity. It's been open. It's been quite end-to-end, and I think the crowd are really immersing themselves into this, and I just hope we get more of the same in the second half. Something to look forward to.
No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half-time. And we are already promptly back underway.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
Now it's Messi. Great defending, strong and determined. Great vision, skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Now it's Pelé. Can he get on the end of this? De Jong. Brazil look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams counter-attack, but it's a long counter-attack. When they win it back, they're not wasting any time. They're just trying to get the runners away as quickly as possible.
He's through here.
Chance! And it's a goal!
Dependability is one thing, and he brings that to his game, but that sort of dynamism is another attribute he's blessed with, and it's revealed on a regular basis too. Superb.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Brazil are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Brazil are in front now.
Oh, shooting chance! They've done it! 2 up now, and they are cruising.
Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Roberto Carlos just loves to go forward whenever he can. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And here's Cruyff. Can he get it through? Couldn't squeeze it through. Brazil are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Now it's Pele. Koundé kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. That's good running with the ball. Howson did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And it's De Jong. Now it's Messi. Engages and forces him off the ball. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there.
Chance for a shot! Oh, split-second reaction.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Brazil have their second corner now. Decent attempt, but not quite good enough. Corner number 3 coming up.
Vieira! Denied by an instinctive save.
Vieira is offering a right smile there.
Oh, there's a probing ball. The message is clear, none shall pass.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
That's good play. Well, they've got it again. Oh, it's come loose. Now, can they get him away? Roberto Carlos. Cruyff going face-to-face with his great rival. Now it's Messi. That's a shade optimistic. Bellingham. Passes coming off in quick succession here.
Yeah, that works for me. The denial of movement, blunt and brusque.
And this is Puskás. And he's decided to go for it. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it.
Substituição no time do Brasil. Camisa 11, camisa 15, camisa 20.
Just
camisa
5 minutes
5,
remaining now.
Deixando o campo para a entrada de camisa 21, camisa 18, camisa
Looking for options for
22,
movement.
camisa 9.
Brazil looking to pass their way through, and he's worked it through, and that is expertly dealt with. Pirlo, Puskás, and it's Pirlo. Puskás.
2 minutos de acréscimo.
2 minutes to be added on. No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here. Jordan Henderson. That's that, the end. Botafogo were a team not short on effort, but ultimately they were found wanting when it mattered. That is simply not how you go about winning. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Well, Peter, I really couldn't see what this team was trying to achieve, whether it's the manager's message not getting through or not having the right players in the right positions. It all looked a bit lost.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set.
The action has already started. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, Peter, I've been hugely impressed with what I've seen so far from this guy, Jude Bellingham. You don't become a regular at one of Europe's leading teams at 17 unless you're very, very special. And he's...
He rises it! Oh, no, it's an own goal!
Well, that's really unfortunate. He'll be kicking himself at the moment, and believe me, I know how that feels.
Well, who saw that coming? It has certainly made things interesting.
Well, that's something you don't expect at a match like this, but I guess you have to take whatever way it comes, and very gratefully.
Cruyff with an air of confidence about him, a certain swagger.
Well, you can't grumble when a player at least tries to make something happen.
Oh, good take and takes a shot! In for the pieces! It's in!
They're level in a trice!
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Look, that's one of the first things you learn, whether you're a striker or not. Just anticipate a goalkeeping parry or spillage, and sometimes you'll get lucky. It'll come your way.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
BOTAFOGO with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually.
Cruyff! That's a half-decent try.
Koundé.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
Pelé. That has been slung wide. Saliba gets over and intercepts. Rijkaard. And it's Bellingham. Couldn't squeeze it through. Bellingham. Now, can they get him away?
Yeah, we get to see this more and more. Defenders popping up in these positions.
And the volley.
Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Well, even for him, that may have been a touch ambitious.
Brilliantly cut out. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Well read, nice interception.
Puskas. Quality ball.
Plays a sharp little ball here. Messi has it in a wide position. That's an excellent interception. Bellingham in the hunt and looking threatening. And it's Cruyff. Now that looks a decent ball. And that is a
Shot a goal!
Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Pelé has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
And that should get the job done. And now a sudden chance to counter. That's been slipped through. And this is Messi.
Oh, what has happened here?
Almost half an hour in now.
Fletcher.
Now it's Pelé.
And this is Puskas. Puskas was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless.
Now it's Pelé.
Darren Fletcher.
Koundé. Now it's Batistuta. Threads one in. Thinks about the shot.
Can he finish? Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! And the comeback is complete. Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Mbappe really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
That has not gone well.
BOTAFOGO
Are still behind as we reach out for half-time. He's beaten the last man! Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Cruyff was ultimately thwarted there, but it took a few of them to stop him.
Well, he's not the type that's short on self-belief, so that could rub off on his teammates now.
It's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Now it's Batistuta. Oh no, that was never going to make it.
Foram indicados 2
And the through ball.
minutos de acréscimo.
Look at the and the shot! He's got a goal! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring!
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that.
Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time.
Senhoras e senhores, pedimos sua colaboração com o nosso programa beneficente Chance no Futebol.
Here we go again.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
Now it's Batistuta. Darren Fletcher. That's a good run down the left. Nicely weighted ball.
Tries a shot!
Decent strike, kept it fizzing low.
Darren Fletcher clearly feels he did everything right there. He really wasn't that far away.
Showing great feet there.